Logic muna tayo. Sa gitna ng barko, may kwarto, sa gitna ng kwarto, may lamesa, sa gitna ng lamesa, may plato, sa gitna ng plato, may platito, sa gitna ng platito, may baso, sa gitna ng baso, may barya. Ano ang nasa gitna ng barko na nasa gitna din ng barya? Comment down below kung ano ang sagot. It's moto joke time! Ang alamat kung bakit nagsisinungaling ang mga lalaki. Ito nga ba ang alamat kung bakit nagsisinungaling ang mga lalaki? Karpintero itong si Pedro at isang araw gumagawa siya ng isang bahay sa tabi ng ilog. Sa lakas ng pagmamartilyo niya nalaglag ang martilyo niya sa ilog. Umiyak siya at lumitaw yung guardian angel niya. Tutulungan kita, Pedro, sabay lundag sa ilog. Lumabas ito na may hawak na gold hammer. Ito ba ang martilyo mo? Hindi po. Lundag uli ang anghel at lumitaw na may silver hammer. Ito ba? Hindi po. Lundag uli sa ilog ang anghel at lumitaw na may ordinary hammer. Ito ba? Opo, natuwa ang anghel dahil honest ka. Bukod sa martilyo mo, sayo na rin ang gold and silver hammer. Makaraan ang ilang araw, naglalakad si Pedro sa ilog at kasama ang misis niya. Sa katangahan, nalaglag si misis sa ilog. Iyak si Pedro. Litaw si guardian angel, tutulungan kita, sabay lundag sa ilog at nang lumitaw kasama si Paris Hilton. Ito ba ang misis mo? Sagot si Pedro. Opo. Nagalit si anghel, sinungaling ka, akala ko pa naman mabait ka. Nag-reason out si Pedro, sorry po, Angel, kasi kapag sinabi kong hindi, lulandag ka uli sa tubig at paglitaw mo kasama mo si Jessica Simpson. At pag sinabi ko uli na hindi siya ang asawa ko, lulundag ka uli at ang tunay na misis ko na ang kasama mo. At dahil sa kabaitan ko, ibibigay mo din sa akin sina Paris at Jessica. Mahirap lang po ako at hindi ko kaya ang may tatlong asawa, kaya yes na lang ang sinagot ko nung una. Moral of the story, kaya lang naman nagsisinungaling ang mga lalaki for a good and noble reason. Kamote rider natutulog sa motor. Huwag gagayahin paglasing or puyat. Pag-aralan, iwan muna ang motor at magpahinga. Kamote rider natutulog sa motor. It's moto joke time!
A battle between an American, a Brit, and a Filipino. It's a competition of who has the most number of children. The story of how the Filipino beat the American and a Brit. It's the Olympics and a lot of audience gathered in a dome, a massive 80,000-seater oval dome. All seats are filled, even the stairs and hallways are filled with people who can't find seats anywhere. It was the contest of the century. First contestant is the American. He walked into the middle of the dome and asked for the gates to be open. In came 6 blue buses. Then all of the people inside the buses came out. All wearing blue with their father's family name on their chest. The American shouted, "I present to you my children." The crowd gave an applause. All 300 people in the buses were fathered by the American. The crowd gave a gentle applause and the American was very proud. He thinks to himself, "Ah, with 300 children, who can beat me?" He walks proudly to the side of the grounds with his kids with his chin high and fists in the air. The judges were impressed and gave an approving nod while clapping. Not bad. Not bad. The Brit was not impressed though. He shouted to the American, "Is that it? Did you think this is amateur's night?" He knows he got more. To prove that, he walks into the middle of the dome and asked the crowd to calm down. He then asked for the dome roof to be open. The judges were confused, but as soon as the dome roofs were opened, 500 men and women came floating down on red parachutes bearing their family insignia. All of them, the Brits' offsprings. The Brit shouted, "My children!" The American was shocked. He didn't think the Brit could beat him. The crowd gave an applause slightly louder than what the American got. How could anyone beat that? How could the Filipino even beat that? The Brit walked on to the other side of the dome with his children mighty and proud. Already assuming he's won. The crowd gave an applause and the Brit vowed shouting his thanks. Third and final contestant, the Filipino. He walked into the middle of the dome with nothing around to be seen that could be carrying his offsprings. The crowd goes silent. He stood very still doing nothing. A minute passed, still nothing. The judges were confused. They did not know if the Filipino even know what contest he joined into. Looks like he's gonna lose. He was just there, silently standing in the middle of the dome. The judges keeps looking around looking for any indication of something that could be hiding his children that might be waiting for a grand entrance or something. The Brit laughed at his opponent already thinking that he won and that the Filipino doesn't have any offsprings at all. The Brits' children joined in and started to laugh at the Filipino too. Even the American and his kids joined in booing and laughing at the Filipino. A minute of laughter and booing from the two camps, all while the Filipino just standing there. But suddenly, the Filipino raised his hands and the crowd goes silent. Very silent that you could hear the birds chirping. All the more the Brit, American and judges were confused. Then, it started. A tiny sound from the back of the crowd slowly, steadily growing chant. What the hell is happening? What are they chanting? The Brit's smile suddenly turned into a shocked look. Still, the chant can be heard growing louder and louder every second. Then finally, the Brit understood what they were singing. From a soft noise, it's now very clear. The judges can now understood every word that the crowd is chanting. The crowd was chanting, "Daddy. Go, go, go. Daddy. Go, go, go. Daddy." Like a football game's crowd singing wildly when a goal has gone in. The crowd bursts into a booming sound. Cheering. Whistles here and there. Howling. A massive applause. The crowd goes wild. Go daddy. Yeah dad. Apparently, the whole dome is filled with his children. All 80,000 seats, filled with his children. Even the people on the stairs and hallways are his kids. Cheering for their dad. It's clear who the champion is. And that's the story of how the Filipino gathered all his offsprings to be the only audience to a contest he's in.
It's moto joke time!
A Filipino, a Chinese man, and a Japanese guy are in a bar having a drink. When a gorgeous woman comes up to them and says, "Whoever can use the words, liver, and cheese, in a creative sentence can have me for tonight." So the Chinese guy says, "I love liver and cheese." She says that's not good enough. The Japanese man says, "I hate liver and cheese." She says that's not creative. Finally, the Filipino says, "Liver alone, cheese mine."
It's moto joke time! Tanong ng census, "Mrs. ilan ba ang anak nyo?" Sagot ni Mrs. 14 po. Nagulat ang taga-census, "Ang dami naman, hindi ba kayo gumagamit ng pills, condom, withdrawal, o rhythm?" Sagot ni Mrs. "Hindi po, titi lang talaga." It's moto joke time! Konduktor, Lola pasensya na po kasi puno na, payag ba kayo patayo? Lola, tinamaan ka ng lintek, kung inabot mo lang ang kabataan ko, kahit patuwad pwede?
Tumalaga!